New federal pot rules come later this year will allow people to grow their own plants, but most people have no idea about the potential risks that can go along with that. Walsh explains.
You save up your whole life and finally get onto the property ladder. It's your pride and joy. But what happens this summer when pot is legalized and someone starts smoking it or even growing it in your building? It's a concern that landlords across BC and Canada are seriously worried about.
Landlords have been very, very vocal about the fact they do not want personal grow-ops in their basements or in their apartments, and certainly, many people find the smoking of cannabis in particular quite offensive.
Currently, there's no legislation in place that protects landlords from tenants growing pot in their home when it's legalized later this year. Smoking can be banned under a housing agreement's no smoking policy, and landlords could make amendments to new contracts. But it's the existing tenants that they're really worried about.
I think we just need to have a complete prohibition on personal grow-ops in rental housing. I don't think there's any question that needs to happen. And certainly around the consumption side of things, we think cannabis should be treated like tobacco, and that the ability to ban that consumption should exist as well.
And concerns over cannabis at home also stretches to buyers, with a new survey suggesting 47% of Canadians would be turned off purchasing a property if they knew pot was grown in it. But after decades of fighting to legalise the drug, how concerned are Canadians about pot in and around their homes?
I mean, it's probably not pleasant for the neighbors or for people that move in afterwards, but it's their freedom. Like, if they smoke weed on the porch, they can also smoke cigarettes, right?
First of all, I don't like the smell of cannabis, having smoked it when I was a youngster, and it really turns me off now. Plus, it infringes on my use of the outside space.
It works for them. It's their business. It doesn't bother me.
BC Landlords is now pushing the provincial government to put into legislation rules banning grow-ups in homes. There's even this open letter that you can sign to BC's Public Safety Minister urging him to put it into law. But if it does go ahead, you can expect some serious pushback from toking tenants. In Vancouver, Walsh, City News.